to Jeanaration, the Parikrma initiative to raise funds to send underserved children to college. I take great pleasure in welcoming our distinguished guest, Mr. Bachchan, the iconic and legendary superstar of India, who as far as Parikrma is concerned, has a heart larger than his image. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bachchan. And now, may I present a short film on Parikrma.
ಪರಿಕ್ರಮದವರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರಿಂದ ಇವತ್ತು ಬೇರೆ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಕೂಡ ಅವನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಎದುರಿಗೆ ಸಮಾನವಾಗಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗಿಂತ ಒಂದು ಕೈ ಜಾಸ್ತಿನೇ ಆಗಿ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತ ಆಸೆ ಪಡ್ತೀನಿ.
என் பொண்ணு வந்து டாக்டர் ஆகணும்னு ஆசைப்பட்டிருக்கேன்.
எங்கள் பையன் மார்னிங் வந்துட்டு அவர் ஆர்கிடெக்ட் ஆக போகிறான்னா, மத்தியானம் பார்த்தாக்கா அவன் வந்து ஒரு சயின்டிஸ்டாக போகிறான்னா, ஈவினிங் பார்த்தா ஃபுட்பால் பிளேயர். நான் சொன்னேன் இது ஏம் ஒன்று தான் இருக்கும்டா, நீ 3 கேட்டாக்கா எப்படின்னு கேட்டாக்கா, இல்லை மம்மி நான் அப்படியே அட்ஜஸ்ட் பண்ணிக்குவேன் டைமு அப்படின்னு சொல்லின்னு இருக்கிறான்.
I like to come to school very much because I play there, I learn there, and we all enjoy there very much. While going back home, we'll feel why we are going home. If we stay in the school, and it will be very nice.
Coming to school, I learn many things. I learn how to communicate with people.
I love reading a lot of books. The last book I read was Appointment with Death, which was written by Agatha Christie.
The reason why I like Taekwondo is because we can defend ourselves when we are helpless, and I have represented our state in 3 competitions, and I was awarded the best fighter in the state level here at Bangalore.
My interest was commerce, business administration, so I chose entrepreneurial leadership. We did a summary of what an MBA student does. We made a great business plan, and our business plan was selected as the best business plan there. And I really loved to go to Duke University to study again.
Now I'm going to college. I'm doing my Bachelor of Hotel Management from Presidency College.
I'm doing my engineering, computer science in USC Bangalore. I want to be a software engineer.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to meet Shukla Bose, founder and CEO. Shukla has been a successful entrepreneur and educationist. She has spent more than 25 years in the corporate world, managing global organizations. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on stage Mrs. Shukla Bose.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here. A very special welcome to Sri Amitabh Bachchan, our special guest, our chief guest, and our very close friend and spokesperson, Shobha Dey. Thank you. Parikrma is a very simple idea executed by very ordinary people that is driving extraordinary results. We started Parikrma 10 years ago because we realized that the kind of education that the privileged have, children from poor homes just do not have access to. And that seemed very unfair. The children that come from the slums, like any other city, will never get access to some of the best colleges if we don't do something dramatic about it. Parikrma now is running 4 schools, 1 junior college for 1,375 children that come from really poor homes, but are absolutely showing results because of the kind of education we are giving them. High quality English medium ICSE curriculum is what they are exposed to. So the journey of transformation in Parikrma is on. It can only go further if we take the news out that it is possible to show great results with children that have no access to education if we do it right. One child at a time, not try and look for numbers, but one child at a time, but do a good job.
I'd very quickly like to invite Shaina Ganapathy on stage. She's from the Embassy Group and will read out a message to us from Jitu Virwani.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Mr. Bachchan and Shobha Dey. Thank you for being here and supporting us. This is a message from Jitu Virwani, Chairman of Embassy Group. We are extremely happy to be partnering with Parikrma Foundation in this novel initiative to bring together socially conscious celebrities to create a higher education fund for underprivileged children. It's always been my dream to support rural education. For Embassy, this is a logical extension of our existing commitments to education for the underprivileged. In April this year, we've built a government school for 600 students in Bangalore. In July, we donated 3 acres of land to Shukla and also agreed to support this program. And today, we are really excited to be a part of Jeanaration. It makes a lot of sense for us to be a part of this program as all the high net worth individuals and corporate professionals who are key stakeholders of our world-class business parks, luxury homes, and retail and real estate spaces will contribute to this cause going forward. I thank Mr. Bachchan, Shobha Dey, and everyone who's here for joining us in this meaningful project. Thank you, Prasad, for everything you do for us. I would like to urge the members of the press to take this message far and wide and support Shukla in every way possible. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to tell you something about Jeanaration, and this film will explain what that rather cryptic title is all about. Please welcome on screen, Jeanaration. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeanaration, taking the pants off inequality. May I welcome on stage Mr. Vivek Raju, who will just explain a little about the concept. Thank you.
Good evening to all of you. A quick thing about this, when Prasad and we were discussing on his round table as to what kind of stuff that we would actually auction, there were many things, many memorabilia that you can actually look at. But we honed in on jeans. And there's a very reason why we honed it on jeans. This is one thing and one garment that actually cuts across all kinds of divisions in society. Be it men, women, old, young, rich, poor, one nation to another, that garment cuts across everything. And as the film showed, it's an extremely revolutionary garment because it's actually fueled lots of rebellions, lots of revolutions. And at Parikrma, I think, and we think, that we are actually at the cusp of a really good revolution, which is equal education for children. Not just sending children to school, but equal education, the really best kind of education. So I just want to take you through a quick thing on how this program is going to pan out. It's going to be a 16-day campaign, and it's going to be a 16-day campaign on a global auction site, eBay. We are working with them to try and work that out. It's going to be from October 27th to November 11th, and it's really timed right before Diwali. Hopefully, people are going to be a lot more giving.
And now it gives me great pleasure to welcome on stage the one and only Mrs. Shobha Dey.
Very proud products of Parikrma. And we are hoping that there will be many, many more. So far, we have over 1,000 children who have benefited from the Parikrma model. And of course, with the kind of support we are receiving, we are hoping that there will be, by this time next year, there will be 1,000 more. So with that, may I invite Mr. Bachchan to meet the children of Parikrma. And they would like to interact with Mr. Bachchan.
May I initially first thank Parikrma and Shobha Dey for inviting me here today and making me a part of this very noble cause. I've always been a keen observer of what society demands, asks, and qualifies for. And this was something that I was very close to. I am the United Nations Ambassador for the Girl Child. And on my show, which is called Kaun Banega Crorepati, we've always wanted to encourage the people from such areas which do not have the means but yet have a desire and a hope. And surprisingly, many of the contestants that have come and won large amounts of money have been people that have come from rural areas with very limited means, never had an opportunity to actually come forward. And the key word that I felt was that given an opportunity, even the common man, I don't believe in the word common man, I think we're all very special, each individual is special, but just to give an opportunity to somebody who doesn't have an opportunity, and they will excel themselves. I'm very happy that there are students here today who have been provided this opportunity and given them a chance to educate themselves. But here in Parikrma is an opportunity where these young students are going to be encouraged through funding and through opportunity and make them capable of joining some of the best institutions and proving their worth through it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, I think I'd request you to sign the jeans with the children now.
These are my jeans.
These are your jeans signed by you.
And I wonder if it's going to be of any use to people who are shorter than me.
Do you know?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. It's indeed been a very special event. Thank you for being part of it.